as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. And off we go from Denver. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. All again on second down. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
And now off to the races, down the right side. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down, and even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Cook up the gut. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll roll him out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his 2nd season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Runs through the contact.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Again, Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. On the move to his left. Oh, and that is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. We can look at this Bronco defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2nd and 10.
19 tights.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now they'll audible to something else. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Wilson wants a different look. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Through the middle of the field. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner,
Personal
because
foul.
each side
Roughing
came
the
up with
kicker.
plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. He threw the pick-6 the last time out just a moment ago. Now 3 total interceptions for him in this ball game. He's had his struggles. 1st and 10 here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Up the middle, it's Williams. Fights off the defender. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There's 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now this throw caught left side, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try the middle with Cook. Powers through, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Second down and 6 now. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
In motion right is Wilson. Now Cook running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
95.
On second down, here's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then. Skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to a and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think... reason to hang around his... score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 3rd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Easy.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the Jets' 26-yard line.
They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wilson. That is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second down, Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Connection made to Ruckert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Out to his left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. And now they'll shift things around. Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
19 Lions. Warriors 70. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
14, run it.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Touching. Offense.
Boy, so what else could go wrong for him here? It's an illegal touching penalty on the outside.
Yeah, Brandon, that really wasn't a very disciplined play, was it? Because you got to know where you are on the field. You can't get that close to the sideline because if you step out of bounds, you can't be the first to re-enter and touch it. That's an easy call for the officials.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check. Let go.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The kick by Maher is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Taylor now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see, because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, but while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the
throw on first down with Wilson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the... And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On first down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On third down, Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A loss of 10 yards brings up fourth down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.